I apologize about that. My microphone decided to say no to the new OBS update, so 1 second. As I was saying, hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of a snippet of unplanned mic issues. But with that, let's jump back into today's gameplay, because if you were with me last time, when we continued our Wind Waker spree, we got through quite a bit of stuff. We got through all of the Dragon Roost Cavern, we got into the Forest Haven, and you have a cat out there. That's probably a good sign. But with that, we're going to jump back in, because if we play this card right, we should be able to get our third Pearl and get ourselves moving on to the next chunk of this story. Before I do, I'm going to do one quick thing. So give me 1 second, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to fix some background stuff. But, as we were. So, we got bombs. We have a new heading. Well done, preparations are complete. If what the ghost says is true, the pirates won't be leaving until the morning. You must meet with Jabun and get the pearl from him before they arrive. This delay no longer. Exactly. We are now making our way back. The long trek that is going to be getting us back to Outset. So here's hoping it goes somewhat smoothly. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with that. Yeah, we got through all the Dragon Roost Cavern, got our Din's Pearl, we got the Forest Haven, and cleared out the Forbidden Woods in the last chunk of story. And with that, getting Furor's Pearl, and of course, giving up in the Greyfish Isle, we have to go now on a search for Jabun. And it is going to be probably a little bit of time in the interim. So, one thing I mentioned last time, chat, and this is up to you guys, should you want to answer or not, and I perfectly understand that. But I mentioned in the last part, if you guys had any seafaring stories, given, of course, we're going to be on the sea for who knows how long. If you have any stories and you want to share them, please let me know. Or any stories involving boats, ships, that kind of stuff. Anything of that nature. If not, that's perfectly understandable. I'm not going to judge, nor am I going to assume everyone's done something exceedingly outlandish. But we are going to be on this for a while. So if you're watching this as a VOD, you can fast forward until we get to Outset, but if not, then we'll be playing the slow game a little bit until we get there. And of course, the Georg is back. And the Sea Hats. Hopefully we have good condolences and we're not going to get ourselves caught in something we have to chase ourselves from. All we can do is hope. gonna be chased for a while. I mean, we could also just stop and try to kill it. That's if it even attempts to hit us. Or actually hits us, for that matter. Better to sailing with the wind versus against, it's gonna be a lot easier. Always clean your controllers, chat. They hold a lot of built-up residue if you don't clean them often. Alright, we can see outset in the distance. We are close now. Man, this Georg is persistent. I can imagine any kind of shark that is invested in something like this is not going to give up very easily. Shark co-op, nom nom, yeah, no kidding. I mean, again, when it's about the size of the boat, it has a really good reason to not be stopping. Now, let's get to the outside. There we go. Have you noticed? Morning has not broken since we arrived at Greyfish Isle, the land that was so ravaged by monsters. As if time itself is frozen. Perhaps the curse that Vadlu spoke of? Whatever the reason, if this night does not end, we need not worry about the pirates overtaking us. But it might not be a bad idea for you to visit your hometown and your family again, after such a long time away. We can speak with Jabun after you do. Yeah, there are a few things I want to do while we're here in town. One, let's go back to this post box. Good evening. Letters for you. We have one letter. Here's your letter. Plaf. Beatles Ship Shop. It is time for a semi-annual Big Chance Extravaganza. We have a new product that has burst onto the scene. Bombs! We have an extra special sale going on this choice item for limited time only. You'll know where to find us by checking the enclosed Beetle Shop Ship chart. Visit a Beetle Ship Shop near you. Offer not available in all regions. Don't miss this huge opportunity. I feel like a telemarketer or a salesman with that kind of a pitch. But I mean, again, Beetle is a salesman. He's not going to be giving his craft away that easily anyways. Now, before we run off, and we also go have a visit with the grandmom we've so very generously needed, I'm going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to... Actually, I probably want to do this one first. If you guys remember from the first part, there was the submerged fountain back up where we found ourselves with Tetra. So we're gonna go back there, find the fairy, and hopefully get ourselves a bigger rupee upgrade. And I probably want to get both the rupee upgrades early, if at all possible, but that's a good question. Can I even get... Oh, hey, Miblins. If you have a horde of those behind you, the sound they make is annoying. And those of you that have played this game will know how annoying that sound is. Especially when they come at you non-stop. Directly west we go. Excuse me, thank you. Not in the mood right now. Little moth. Plop. Now we'll pull this back out. Those of you that play Legend of Zelda games will know the various amounts of great fairies that are in the games. I want to know your guys' favorites, because, I mean, there's the new ones of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, those of you that have seen them. There's obviously the Great Fairies of Ocarina of Time, there's these, there's a Great Fairy in almost every variation. What are your guys' favorites? Because there's a lot to pick from. Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid in your quest. And whether it's like the animation style, the visuals, the design, whatever the case is, I want to know what your guys' favorite Great Fairies are. You can now carry more rupees. Now you can hold 1,000. We have deeper pockets now. Fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. Keep this for later. Got a fairy in your bottle. When life energy runs out and you collapse from exhaustion, this fairy will replenish your strength. I think for now I'm also going to pick up another one, but I'm going to use one of these when we go back to visit the grandma. Our grandma. Alright, here we go. Oh, moblins. Thanks, no thanks. Get off, thank you. And I'm also going to need these for later. Plop. Somber music always hurts. fairy. It is us. You've had good reason. No, you're not. Elixir soup. This is probably the best healing item in the entire game, honestly. If only second to the blue potion. Doubled attack boost. And the double dip helpings. We love the soup. Good soup. Reckless. Yeah, saving... Yeah, reckless. Saving ancient deities, fighting giant creatures. Yeah, nothing reckless. Another letter? Good evening. Letters for you. We have one letter. Here's your letter. Fluff. Okay. I'm sorry to disturb you with this unsolicited letter. If the following does not interest you, please throw the letter away without a second thought. But this is your big chance. Do you have a need of an empty bottle, piece of heart, or treasure chart? We have them at special bargain prices, but we only have one of each. If you're interested, go to the ship shop near Rockspire Island. It's come for serve. I can't wait to serve you. To those who took the time to read this letter, please accept my humble thanks. Assistant Manager of the Rockspire Shop Ship. Thanks. 1 rupee. Alright then. Actually, I probably should have this hold out for this. Are you ready? That is the case. We must search for the cave around the back side of Outset, where Jabun is said to hide. It's around this way. You're looking for the whirlpool. Yes, this way. Alright. Let's make use of this cannon. Circles. Short. Almost had it. There we go. More one. Nice. Can we get one more? Oh, that was close. Almost had it. We are in a bit of a time mode. We should be fine. Nice. And in we go. Without a care in the world. Or at least a concern. big fish. Well, much indeed, Jabun. I am pleased to see that you are safe. If anyone could speak highly, and someone please translate. Yes, it seems Ganon has returned. There can be no explanation. Unfortunately, that is not so. The one I have brought with me has no connection to the legendary one, and I sense great promise in the courage that this one possesses. I do. It is the only way. You got Nehru's Pearl. The Water Spirit Jabun was kind enough to give you this jewel, a treasure of one of the goddesses. Off we go. So, that foul rain and endless night were indeed elements of the curse brought on us by Ganon. He must intend to cast this land into pure darkness for all time. I believe I have. Sploosh. Ganon's curse has been broken by the power of the pearl that Jabun gave us. So morning should come. It is well that we have gathered all the pearls. Are you ready? I have one of the places where you must set the pearls on your sea chart. Once you have placed each of the pearls in the proper location, the proving grounds for your courage will become apparent. Clearly, the search for Jabun has shown that Ganon has begun to make efforts to block our path forward. It is certain that the perils ahead will be greater than any you have faced thus far. You finish any business you have here on the outset right now, so that you shall not have any regrets later. I think we've done all we need to do, so let's just go ahead and go to the next chunk, shall we? Unless there's anything you guys can think of that we need to do ahead of time, but I feel like most of what we're going to do anyways is going to be after the fact. While we sail on the sea, I'm going to answer something real quick, so... Sorry about that. Okay, make a note of those cyclones, or that cyclone specifically. We will go back to that when we have a way to deal with it. We're not there yet. So we're just gonna move on. Not bother with it. And keep going. We're here. We might as well. Can we open this one? That is, I think, the first valid question we want to ask for this case. Don't remember what is at this one. Do we need bombs? Do we need a hammer? Or can we just walk right in? We need bombs for this. Yep, this is our bombs. I do plan to pick up a lot of the upgrades that we can get throughout the game, but I think for the most part, I'm probably going to get the stuff that we can do on the way, rather than going out of my way to go pick them up. But there are plenty of opportunities to do that. Again, it's a big game, it's a big open sea. You can now carry even more bombs. Bigger bomb bag. Now you can bring a maximum of 60 with you wherever you go. Alright, with that out of the way. Back to the ship. This way. Need that way. Yep. Apologies, chat. I got a back and forth conversation on the sidelines, so if somebody wants to put a counter on, I'm just gonna look at my phone. Following. Get back in the ship. Just keep going. Ignore the giant fish helicopter creatures. I think they're called sea hats, but desktop notifications, so I'm going to ignore that. Ooh. Wandering traveler who seeks the guidepost of the goddesses. Place the pearl you hold here. Okay. Place Nehru's pearl in the ancient statue's hands. 2 pearls remain. Okay. That way. Can I see it from here? look out, chat. We're looking for another triangle-based island. We're still quite a ways away, so may take us some time to get there. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is where I got the seed chart from the gentleman here. Need the green. Forest Pearl. Alright. One left. So it is, and so it should be. That way. I think. This way. Alright. We'll set it northwest, and we'll go from there. Let's do more west, given that it's further out that way. Or if it's more west than northwest. Finally made one of every meal available on distribution. That had to have taken an eternity. I mean, again, those of you that have played any kind of RPG and have to make meals and get an achievement for it, or those of you that have played Dreamlight Valley in the background, know how difficult that is. Because, I mean, the same can be said about, imagine seasonal recipes. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, those of you that have played Stardew Valley can understand the same kind of idea. I mean, I think there is an achievement to cook every single dish So, the amount of time and preparation you have to do, not only getting all the... that might be a problem. Go around the tornado. Hopefully. But yeah, like I was saying, those of you that have played any kind of RPG specifically, or just a simulator, whatever the case, you have to cook food and cook a lot of dishes in all various forms. Know how difficult that struggle could be of getting almost everything done, and then you're one recipe short, and you have to go searching for ingredients. Or the fact that they're super rare. Unlike Stardew, just realized a real-time game. Unlike, yeah, nope. Animal Crossing is a whole different beast. Yeah, Animal Crossing is year-round. It's not a seasonal thing where you can just speed time up. It's a whole different beast. Alright, place all the petals and the statues. Oh, it's rumbling. Oh, it's fine. Link, don't. Okay. Remember what she just said about not doing reckless things? Seriously, what is this guy's medical bill like? I swear. Oh. The rising tower awaits us. Oh. Ow. That sounded and looked painful. And now they're getting ejected across the sea into the fortress in a catapult was painful enough. This guy's nose has to be broken in multiple places. At least at this rate, it seems like it. This tower, which the pearls of the gods have caused to appear, is a place that the gods of the ancient world prepared so that they might test the courage of men. Only one who is able to overcome the trials that await here will be acknowledged by the gods to be a true hero. Only then will that hero be permitted to wield the power to destroy the great evil. Now what you must obtain now lies before you. You must believe in your own courage, which has led to you to triumph over the many hardships you have faced, and you must triumph once again. You must rise above the trial of the gods. But on the bright side, the developers have already dropped hints for the next update, so I'm suspecting it'll be coming mid to late April, early May. Well, it sounds like you got enough plans for the next couple of months, so some of which is paid for the updates. Just means there'll be things to do and events to be had. I put the sail away. Let's get the ring out. And the grappling hook. Let's clear out the blockades. Nice. just as I showed up. The water level changed. Alright, we'll go to this side then. You're not electrocuting me today. Thank you. Can I get it? Oh, just barely. Now go around the electrified choo-choo. Joy pendant. Alright. I apparently didn't realize the fact that I needed a small key for that door. Bonk. Okay. I will come back to this spot. Because apparently I need a key and I do not have it. Let's go to the other side first. Come on, grab it. There we go. And plop. Very nice. Alright, this puzzle. Oh yeah, I forgot the orange ones can be both red or green choo-choo jelly. But let's put this over here. And then we climb the ladder back up. We should be able to clear this entire dungeon before the stream is over, so if anything, we'll do the setup to get us to the next one. Pick it up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wait. I don't want a chance getting halfway across and then dropping it. Nice. Now, before we go down that route, let's go across the way to the other side. Alright. Good. I think we only have 2. No, just the 1. Okay. Push this one further. Okay, I was gonna leave you alive, but now you've made it really difficult. So I'm gonna put this here and just walk away. Thank you. He attacked me. I'm playing the defensive. Chest. That's probably the map. Map. It's the map, it's the map, it's the map. Excuse me, thank you, goodbye. I'm not just gonna get corner trapped by those things. Oh, this one. This one was always difficult for me. I think if I play this right... Let's see. Should work. Hopefully. I can never remember the exact parameters of how far, how close these have to be. So getting it down on the first attempt is relatively difficult. At least for me it is. But I am human, so that we all make mistakes. That is definitely normal. There we go. Now, does this have a small key in it? Yes. Okay. Why with the choo-choos? This is why we can't have nice things. Because if something good happens, that comes in and says, no. just accept that the choo-choos are going to be always hoarding around this section, shouldn't I? It's just never that simple. I gotta stop saying these things. Ow. Go. Alright, now we can place this down. And now we have our center door. Darn you, rat. Ow. Again, it's never that easy, apparently. And 3. Cool. One room open. Right. We go this way. Oh, yeah. Thanks, no thanks. Secret of the Goddess's Guidepost. Call me and guide me to my place of truth. Come on! Just a little bit of follow the leader. Wrong at all. And jump. Why? I forget how many chew jellies are in this place. Again, I haven't played this in a hot minute, so I remember a lot of the key things, a lot of the smaller things, like in like the chew jellies and such. I don't remember the placements as often. Or at least in this case, where they all are. A new song, is it? Just be learning. Our first 4-4, I think. Yes. McGinn, wait beyond the doors, control them, and guide them to their places of truth to open the path of the gods. Alright then. Yep. It would probably help if I had, the grappling hook, not the sail. Ooh, I almost missed. Ow. Thank you. Alright, let's get to see Puppet Master. Does he not look creepy? I mean, seriously. Maybe it's just me. He has that very ominous demeanor about him. Alright. And now we go back across. Demeanor. That's probably what I meant, not demure. And plop. Now we go that way. Nope. This one. Just gotta hope the bubble does not see me. Of course, it's going to be one of those instances. Please don't, sir. Thank you. Darknut. I wanted to split the man's armor. There we go. Tomorrow's bow is ours. 30 arrows. Alrighty. Nice. There we go. Don't want to overshoot it and just fall right to my death. Especially when holding this giant statue. Or just statue, I guess. Alright, one more. Ah. I wanted to turn the targeting that way, not drop the bomb. There we go. Okay. Just gonna grab this and go. If you guys don't mind. Ah. Thanks, bye. We're getting a small key, so let's hope that something in here will give us a progress point. I almost just jumped off. I missed. And again. Nice. Wait for it to come down. Chest. Nice. Well, we're already here. Might as well try to get this one. Oh, that was clutch. Phew. And one more. Very nice. Joy Pendant. Sure. Could always use more. Alright, let's put this back. Thank you. And toss. I think we need 2 to counterbalance. Yes. I think. Yep. Good, 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 good. Let me do this. Glide across. You go ahead and go first. And here we go. Oh yeah, our first instance of the Whiz Robes. Play. Ow. Can you guys just not do that right now? Thank you. Alright. I think we're gonna need 3. We're gonna do this right. So we're gonna have to counterbalance ourselves, plus our statued friend. So, definitely gonna need more. One more. Oh. Did I get it? Alright, I'm good. Alright, they've all been saved. The last place left to go is up. This can't go poorly. Somebody cut to it when it goes poorly, because I'm sure it will. If it doesn't, then cool, we got past it. I just gotta stop jinxing myself. Just gonna pick this up.
Oh.
Oh. There it is. And 1. Nice. Very good. we're nearing the end of this place. Yeah, I think we'll have more on this set up for the next chunk of story. Mind the racing car outside. Excuse me. No. Alright, here we go. Might be a little over-prepared with the bombs, but, we'll be fine. You've done well to find your way to this place. Oh, chosen one. Accept this final challenge. This style of boss fight, I feel like, is a theme and a staple in almost every variant of the Legend of Zelda series. In some way, shape, or form, there's some version of this. Set. Alright, there should be 2. Yeah, we're definitely over-prepared on bombs. That is for definite sure. Definitely for sure. Good, I'm fine. Oh boy. With 1 arrow remaining. Nice. The path can now be opened. Oh, chosen one. What will now come to pass is tied to your fate as the chosen. Go forward with caution. Alright. Time to go see what the chosen fate is laid out before us. Anyone out there ever rung a bell, like a big church bell, like one of those things? That seems interesting and also complicated at the same time. I mean, it can't just be. Maybe it's just as easy as just hitting a bell with like a hammer or something, but there has to be like a process for those, like the big like steeple buildings. You have done well. It would seem the gods have acknowledged you to be a true hero. But this does not mean that your trials have ended here. Once you take your first step into the world beyond the Ring of Light, you will see, shimmering in the waves before you, your true trial will begin. Are you ready? I mean, we already committed to this role anyway, so we might as well go all the way. And we can breathe under water. Alright. Very slow descent. You're probably wondering where we are, aren't you? Yeah, a little bit. Unfortunately, there is not enough time for me to explain it to you now. Once you are able to strike down Ganon with the item you obtain in this castle, all will be made clear to you. Just on my word, see what awaits you in the castle? Alright, so be it. Moblin frozen in time. No big deal. A lot of Moblins, a lot of Darknuts. Anybody here look familiar to you guys? I know of a good group of people that look real similar. Anyways. Block puzzle.
Hey.
Alright, I need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in this castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You'll find a clue in the shape of the herald near where we arrived. I think I can figure it out. Push that back. 2. Three. I've gotten myself caught in the middle of that, so I'm glad I didn't get myself locked in this time. Excellent. To proceed to puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Now take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Alright. We take it and go. Master Sword. The legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. And as much as I want to go through whatever's gonna be, I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get through whatever's waiting for me upstairs with all those moblins and Darknuts, I'm gonna go ahead and end the part here. I'm gonna go ahead and save that encounter because I don't know how long it's gonna take me, and I don't want to waste a lot of the time and the downtime to take care of that for the next half hour plus. So I'm gonna save it here. We'll jump back in, we'll clear out all the baddies, and we'll move on to the next chunk of story because that's gonna be a key portion into revealing a lot of what's gonna be needed to be done in the future. So we'll call it here. We'll save up. We'll be all set and squared away for the next chunk of story. And for the basically second half of the game, we've reached the kind of apex point. Well, I guess maybe not. We still have a lot to do. So, but for now, we'll go ahead and end it here. Let me put this back. Clear this out. So, with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have been enjoying this little run through, even with the kind of back and forth entourage of things to do. But again, that's just the main part of the story. We still have a lot of side quests to do in the future, and still the second half of this story still to come. So there's a lot to do still. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that fun jazz. Again, it's all free. And it certainly helps me to know you guys are enjoying this kind of content. But until then, I'll see you guys later. And remember, guys, the Void's always willing to listen to those who want to be heard. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you next time.